Is it possible to increase the volume of your ejaculate? And if yes, what are the best methods? What are the things to be mindful of? And should you actually care about ejaculating more? Stay till the end, we're going to discuss it all. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all you need to know about increasing your semen volume. I kind of wonder who was the first guy who looked at his own cum and said, that ain't a lot. I wish I could eject more. And did that happen before or after the advent of porn? I hope that you can see where I'm going with this. Comparing yourself to other people is a source of much unhappiness and dissatisfaction in our lives, particularly if we're comparing to something fake or unrealistic. The so-called money shot in porn is the scene where the male actor ejaculates. And it's called this way for a reason. It's a culmination, a peak, a climax of the porn movie. And it just wouldn't do if all we were to see were a few drops of the white fluid escaping the penis. So the film crew is there to enhance the scene, both digitally in post-production, but also on the actual set. I recently read a book called Porn, How Do They Do It?, which contains interviews with porn actors and producers. And what I found in it were actual instructions to make fake semen out of mainly water and cornstarch, because apparently they can give you the right kind of texture and thickness. And yes, fake semen is often used on porn sets, which means that you might have been comparing your real G's to a mixture of water and cornstarch, with potentially also a bit of yogurt in it as well. So with that crucial piece of information out of the way, let's focus on actual normal and realistic facts about semen and about increasing its volume. The normal healthy volume of ejaculate is between 1.5 and 5 milliliters, which is not a lot. It's basically a teaspoon or less. You might be, however, surprised to learn that only a tiny percentage of that teaspoon is sperm. Sperm, which is made in the testicles, makes up about 5% of the ejaculate. The biggest chunk of the volume is the liquid created in the seminal vesicles. It makes up about 70% of the ejaculate, and its role is to protect the sperm from being killed inside of the vagina. About 25% of the ejaculate is made by the prostate, and that prostatic fluid both nourishes the sperm and also helps to transport it to its destination. And finally, about 1% is made by the bulbourethral glands, and it lubricates the path for the semen. Another aspect of a good healthy ejaculation is the speed and force with which the semen is exiting the urethra. And that's also something that many men ask me about. They don't want just more volume, they also want more speed. And at the moment of orgasm, the semen is traveling quite fast, about 28 miles per hour, or about 45 kilometers per hour for a young healthy male. And there are many things that can affect that speed, but we'll get to that in a moment. So why do men want more volume? Where is this desire to ejaculate copious amounts of semen coming from? Well, firstly there's porn, and we've already talked about that. But there is something more. There's also this misguided perception that more voluminous semen means that the man is more masculine, he's a better lover, and that he's more fertile. Which brings me to the sperm count, an important part of the conversation about fertility. As you've already learned, sperm makes up only about 5% of your ejaculate. This means that just because you're ejaculating a small amount of liquid doesn't necessarily mean that your sperm count is low. If you're concerned, the best thing to do is to visit your doctor so that they can perform a semen analysis for you. So let's first look at what will reduce the volume of your ejaculate before we address the methods to increase it. Different medical conditions like prostate issues, dehydration, low testosterone, diabetes, etc. Injuries, surgeries, and different medical procedures performed in the pelvic area can cause issues with the proper journey of the ejaculate. For example, retrograde ejaculation can happen as a result of injury or medical intervention, and it means that some or all of your semen ends up in your bladder instead of your urethra. Taking certain medications can result in a lower semen volume, so always make sure to discuss different options with your doctor. Finally, age is an important factor that will influence your ejaculation, both its volume and speed. As men get older, their prostate gets enlarged, which in turn can block some of the semen attempting to get through. The volume of prostatic fluid produced in the prostate will also reduce with age. Plus, weaker pelvic floor muscles mean that the semen is coming out more slowly and with less of a splash. The good news is that many of these issues can be addressed. If your medication is messing with your ejaculation, discuss other options with your doctor. If your health situation is having a negative impact, take a better care of yourself and get healthier. Are you maybe a bit dehydrated? Drink more water. And I mean water, not juices, tea, coffee, or alcohol. Water is an important ingredient of your ejaculation, so hydrating your body properly will allow it to produce more semen. Quit smoking and reduce your alcohol consumption. These two things are definitely affecting your ejaculation and also more overall your sexual function. So make sure to prioritize your health and your sexual health by keeping any bad habits under control. Do you ejaculate frequently? This can also play a role, and waiting a few days between ejaculations can actually improve your volume. The thing to understand here is that your body knows how to optimize and maximize your ejaculatory volume, but in many cases, you're the one getting in its way. Your poor health or poor dietary habits can really get in the way of your body doing its magic. So get out of the way. Stop disturbing your body's natural balance and it will know how to ejaculate more. I hope that you found this helpful and that it answered some of your questions. If it did, please make sure to browse my channel and to watch more of my educational videos. Sharing high quality sexual education is my passion and I love sharing this information with the world. So let me know in the comments below if you ever worried about the volume of your ejaculation, and I look forward to chatting with you there. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you in my other videos.